So just like last year's car week, we saw green YRBC. This time we see a blue one. Not a bad car. I believe we've seen this one before in Connecticut. A more base BC, if you can even say that, but no roof scoop and stuff, but still looks incredible in this blue with the carbon, and just kind of ditched here in this parking lot. So we're at Spanish Bay, and there's a crazy spot right here. It's 6 cars.
Oh my goodness.
6 cars, not from the 6, but straight from Tokyo. Don't do autograph? Fuck, I was gonna have you sign my forehead.
I want Roy's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your forehead or?
The guy on the other side of this camera is a legend, everybody. Okay? So if you're not already, hit that sub button.
Oof.
Okay? Endorsed by 6 cars.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
But yeah, Monday of car week. 1 Super Sport, 2 Super Sport, and a Super Sport 300 right there. Crazy cars, crazy lineup here at Spanish Bay. Absolutely wild. Zagato Aston Martin, a 4x4 G-Wagon. One of the first cars we see getting unloaded. Look at the spec on this GTO. White with like a bunch of little red accents. The red interior with the white walls behind it. This is a crazy spec. I don't think I've even seen pictures of this one before. But I mean, the customizations to make a spec like this happen are unbelievable. So here we have a red Ferrari Enzo. Okay, so really cool car on the roof is an Escalade V. On the other side, there's, no, I'm just kidding. There's a McLaren P1 right here in green next to a 993 Turbo. But this P1, I don't know. Like, the lifts are all up. It's in probably the worst position. I don't know what these HRE wheels are. No offense to this P1 owner, but you got to park the car a little bit nicer. If you had the lifts down, it would probably look a lot better. But, I mean, it is what it is. Still, McLaren P1 at the end of the day is a McLaren P1. Okay, so we're starting the tour right now. Keegan's going to talk through what these cars are.
Yeah, so all these cars came from Florida, and back in the early 2000s, they all got destroyed in the same barn in a hurricane. So the owner shipped them down to Indiana, and he's just preserved the cars. They haven't been cleaned. None of them run. They're all abandoned vehicles, and we are selling them as is without any restoration, nothing. So first off, one of the biggest ones, 1954 500 Mondial. It looks like nothing, but the reserve on this one is 1.2 to 1.6 million US.
1.2 to 1.6.
And a restoration like this would take years and millions of dollars, but after the restoration, it's worth even more. You're still making money on this car. It's just it's a big project, or you can leave it as is. I mean, what a cool garage piece. Then up front here we have my favorite. It's a Ferrari 275/60 alloy, which is the king of all Ferrari 275 coupes. The reserve on this one is 2 to 2.5 million as is, and one of the cool things they did about the setup here is kind of mimic what the barn looked like when they found the cars in Florida. And you can see windows open, interior is exposed. You have beams going across the back of a, after restored, a potentially $6 to $7 million Ferrari.
This one is in way better shape than the one over here. This one still has paint on it. You can tell it's a very nice silver. But man, I don't know what happened here, but this car got fully destroyed. The tires on it, the wood on the top. What the hell happened here?
Wow, holy fuck.
Oh, Super Sports. 6x6 Raptor. But Super Sports. Just a few Rolls Royces in a parking lot. Nothing too special. Just a few more right here. No big deal. Lamborghini Centenario and a Supra, but random Centenario spot. We were actually just talking about this car the other day. So we got this LaFerrari right here. It's like a silverish gray, very metallic, such a nice color. FXXK wheels. Honestly, such a low-key good spec. Next has a Porsangue. This is the first time I'm seeing it, the Ferrari SUV. These are probably going to be on the roads everywhere, just like Urus's are within about a year from now, even though they're a lot more expensive. But not a bad 2-car garage right here. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that have both. Probably every single person that has this is going to get this. The rear of the Centenario is so aggressive. Look at the diffuser. It kind of goes up from the bumper. But it's crazy to see that this Centenario actually gets driven. I mean, these are cars that just kind of sit in collections. So very nice to see that you continuously see it out. I don't know if it's the same owners before or not, but still very, very cool. The carbon wheels. And the blue paint is pretty much exactly the same blue paint as on this STO, which is kind of the launch spec one. And I think this is a bit of a later car because there's not too much exterior carbon. Later on, they couldn't do too much. It still has the decals. Now you can't really get the decals or the exterior carbon. But again, nothing compared to this Centenario right here. They sound so good in the LP640s with the like kind of bigger exhaust pipe, more aggressive bumpers, more aggressive size. They look so good. Oh, it's gated. So rare. so freaking rare. First Lamborghini Miura of this year's Car Week, and it's an SV in the classic red on gold spec. Such a nice looking car. The gold wheels, the tan interior to kind of match the whole spec. This car looks absolutely mint. And then, of course, other than the two-tone, there is another way to tell between an SV and a regular one, which is it doesn't have like the lashes above and below the headlights. Such a great looking car. Honestly, might be the best looking car of all times, potentially. So we saw this drive by earlier. I said this is like a crazy spec. So the body is full exposed carbon. All the accents are carbon in red. Roof scoop, purple calipers, red interior, Senna seats. I mean, this is as good of a spec as you can probably get. I mean, this might be like the most expensive 765 or something in the world for a coupe. Now, not only is the 765 green with the gold and the tan, all the carbon bits in the bottom, everything is green carbon. So again, this is probably one of the most expensive 765 coupe specs in the world. This might be that for a Spider. Pretty cool to see them together. Looks so freaking good. P1 pulled over by cops. So we ate the Funyuns, and now we found the Zonda. But yeah, Zonda F in pearl white. I think it's actually a Ferrari color Bianco Fuji, if I'm not mistaken. But I just parked up here on this driveway. Looks so freaking good. Like, goddamn, nothing like a Zonda. Truly nothing like a Zonda. But yeah, here's the YRBC we saw yesterday as soon as we came in. We just parked up for a second here with the R34. We have our friend's McLaren 570S Spider, but let's quickly, before we kind of have to run because a few more cars are coming, I want to go look at that Tempesta Huayra full carbon. So yeah, full carbon Tempesta package car. Honestly, it's a very similar spec to one from Canada. Honestly, small chance this is the car. Yeah, Tempesta wheels, full carbon. This car came very, very early in the production line. Not bad at all. Jag XJR 15. We saw this car in May, I believe, when we did the E30 road trip to Connecticut. Got a tour of the full cultivated collector garage. He's actually got 2 of them in yellow, which is only, I believe, 3 in yellow that out of the 28 cars that were made. The rest are blue. This thing sounds incredible. We were driving, I think, behind it for a while. Just was like unbelievable. It's great to see it here in Car Week. Great to see it being driven. Holy fuck, what the hell? What? Let's go. We thought we missed this. The spec is wild. The high-speed wheels, sky view, but man, this paint scheme is unbelievable. God damn. Lighting up the F50 a little bit, but not a bad street find for a Tuesday night. Kind of end of the day. I don't know if we'll see anything else. If we don't, this is it. If we do, then let's keep going. Black Love Ferrari Aperta with Zach Braille in the back. Energy through us. Black Love Ferrari Aperta. I think we saw this last year at the Peterson. We found it. It's okay. We found it. LP 640 and 40th anniversary. Lexus LFA Nürburgring here. Very rare car. These are like $1.5 million right now. Super random 959 just ditched here. 2 McLaren P1s.
Those are fun to run, you're right.
296, but then the real hybrid supercars. 2 McLaren P1s. And a 599 and a Cobra. 289. Another P1. That's the one we saw yesterday getting pulled over, got impounded, and I guess he got it back today. Monterey Blue Mercy Roadster. FF GT3. And 718 RS Spider, Gentian blue. And here it is, the yellow Porsche Sport Bugatti Chiron. The big boy Maybach 62, the long one. Look how long this thing is. The back doors are massive, so much legroom. You see the 57 sometimes still, but you never see the 62s anymore. That is, oh, there's two of them. There's 57 behind it. What the hell? Look how much longer the 62 is than the 57. But such baller cars. What? That is a solid lineup. Yeah, what a good spec. Silver wheels, silver everything. You don't always have to go resell red. This is the way to do it for sure. So we are back at the Miller Motorcars house, and they have this crazy Apollo IE. I mean, like the fins on the sides, this crazy looking roof scoop, even the wheels, the bumpers, everything looks like a kid drew it. It's freaking crazy. Like, the design is unbelievably like out there. Gunther Works 911. It's a Roadster. The two Bugattis coming up. The red Porsche Sport, the yellow Porsche Sport, ketchup and mustard. That's so sick. Not legal in the US, but GR Yaris, I think it's from Mexico. Yeah, from Mexico. So sick. F12 TDF, just kind of ditchy on the street. Cars are trying to kind of be street parked everywhere. You got this 930 right here with the boxes on the roof. But the blue TDF looks amazing. Miura parked on the side of the road. What a good color. The two-tone with the silver. Such a nice car. Number on the plaque is 319 out of 350, but there isn't even 319 that were built. CC 850. That is sick. Random black 959. The Brunei shooting brake Aston Martin is out here now. We saw it a few days ago at the RM lot, but now it's out in the sun-ish. Kind of nice.
Oh, it's a London.
Landaulet right there. 6x6 right there.
Oh, another one.
Another? Oh, what the fuck? Another one. How did I miss a 6x6? What the fuck? Jesus. So here we have the 50th anniversary Lamborghini Aventador LP720 owned by Lambo Jesus. Next to that is, I think, the Stradman's new Scuderia. And then the crazy $12,000 exhaust F-Spots S600 V12. Not a bad lineup. Gated LP640 Roadster, one of I think less than 10 in the US from what I believe. Crazy car. I don't know if I've ever seen a gated Roadster. You see the coupes pop up once in a while, but damn, this is rare. Euro RS world record car. Purple Carrera GT next to a Singer. CLK DTM Roadster, one of 80 made. These cars are nuts. You never see the Roadsters. Never see the coupes either, really, but damn, what a car. So the STO and Centenario we saw yesterday next to a very, very large lineup of Hennessey F5s. I mean, like over 10 of these cars, I think, here. But yeah, they look pretty crazy. I guess there's customer cars already. I don't think I've seen a customer drive them before, but that's pretty cool. And then on the other side, we have the gray Chiron Porsche Sport that was on the truck yesterday. And when we drive up one more spot, the Super Sports. F50 and an F40. GT500. Ferrari 250 Lusso. Okay, 918. Wyra BC. Senna. Carrera GT. Another Carrera GT. Another Wyra. Roof. 40th anniversary. CCX. What? LP40. SLR. LFA. Venoms. From the Koenigsegg base car. Okay, 300 SLs, I think all roadsters. Another one and one more. Such a good looking car. Blue SE30. Remark. Ripcam Courage GT.
Like why? Why?
P1, another P1. So F1 GTR, we saw this car in 2019. It sounds insane. The long tail, such an expensive car. It's probably $30-40 million, who knows. But what a wild car. Crazy that they drove it on the rally today. Looks so freaking good. This has to be one of my favorite cars I've seen so far at Car Week. This blue SE30 Yoda. It's got the roof scoops, got the great wheels. I mean, such a rare car. I don't think I've ever seen a pictures even of a blue one. It looks so freaking good. So back at Spanish Bay, there's a Koenigsegg Regera full carbon here and a Cobra, but the showstopper is right here. The Valkyrie. What a spot. Yeah, what a crazy car. The Aero. I mean, this car does not look like it could be road legal, but here it is, driving on the roads. Absolutely wild to just see it randomly here, unexpected. Nobody really knew it was here, and then now everybody's crowded around it. So this wasn't here before. The Chroma Flare GT2 RS. The craziest part, in my opinion, is this interior, the full white interior with the houndstooth. What a crazy car. Okay, so we randomly bumped into Shmi 150 here.
I mean, it's not that random. It's Car Week.
It's Car Week, so it was bound to happen at some point. But there's a few cars around here that we looked at. What's your favorite that's here today?
It's even less random when there are Porsche on Super Sports.
Yeah, you'd probably end up.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's cool, isn't it? We've got a 300 plus. We've got the crazy paintwork on the red and orange car. I'm always a fan of blue, and I think the white on white looks amazing. And if you said you could have one and only one, I don't know where you begin to that. I think the big wow factor standing here right now is the fact that there are 4 in a row.
Yeah,
Have you made a choice?
I think I'd take the white one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about that white one.
I like Larry. I do like the red and orange.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I like how nobody knew about that car until it
showed up, yeah.
It was just here. It's
Yeah.
like, boom, there we go. Like, I spent a lot of time reading and trying to learn about these things.
Yeah.
To see what's around the world. Checking out ECR, of course. And that was like, well, here it is. Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even a Senna Can-Am over there. That's only one of 3, right?
It's one of 3, but for us, it's a Canadian version of the Senna LM, so we
so
kind of
you've
do
seen
see them.
You know about it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the first one I think I've ever seen, probably. Car Week things.
Yeah, I can't choose a car. Oh, shit. That's Hank.
Whoa, another one.
That is sick. I think this might be the first time I'm seeing a Zenville up close. I'm not too sure, but very, very cool. 6x6s and a lawn delay. TDF. 250 Lusso. Senna Veyron Huayra and a 918 Gambala Mirage GT and a 918 as well. 300 SL. 300 SL just street parked. Koenigsegg.
Watch behind you.
McLaren Sabre. Huayra. Wire BC, Chiron Power Sports, Zonda F. Carrera GT, LFA, 993, GT3 RS 4.0 997 might be the best car ever made, just as a whole. Just what the hell, so rare. These are nearing $1 million now, and you know the regular GT3 RS is already so good, but man, 4.0 is the ultimate version of the ultimate car from the ultimate brand. So pretty cool 90s and 80s style lineup in this parking lot. We have the 959, which used to be the fastest car in the world, obviously. But then here we have kind of the two equivalent cars to that from the two competing companies. So we have the Ferrari F40, you know, the one that beat the 959, got to I think 201 miles an hour. Next to that is what's known as Lamborghini's Ferrari F40. This is the Diablo SC30 in black, very low-key spec, but this was Lamborghini's hardcore track version of the Diablo that was made kind of to compete with the F40, and it's actually a lot more rare than an F40. McLaren Senna, launch spec. Now here's a very nice lineup of 3 limited edition Ferraris. Speciale Aperta, the last naturally aspirated mid-engine V8 Ferrari made. Very good in this yellow with the blue accents. I think we see this car week pretty much every year. But here's probably the rarest car in this parking lot. So from the front, because there's no contrasting accents, this just looks like a 599 GTB, especially because the wheels are pretty normal. But when we look a little closer, you can tell there's something off with the roof. This is not the regular GTB roof. That is because this car is an S Aperta. What that means is the GTO engine, but the roof is removable. One of Ferrari says 80 made, but I think the real number is closer to 120 to 150. But again, this might be my favorite car in the world. Open top V12 GTO, pretty much. S Aperta is such a sick car, and this one is in all yellow. Most of them are red with a silver top, or most of them have a contrasting top. This one is all yellow. I freaking love it. It's pretty low key for an S Aperta. This is a $1.5 million car all day long. And then again, the cars we saw yesterday, the Regera, full carbon with the blue accents, carbon wheels, carbon everything. And this I don't think was parked here yesterday, the Rimac. Yeah, these are like 1.90 to 60, crazy expensive. People are starting to buy them now. And then the Storado Huracan, which is kind of like the Car 911, but off-roady, raised up. Off-road tires come from factory, kind of like a rally car Huracan that you can buy from Lamborghini. And then right there is what's probably the fastest car you can just buy to drive around, the quickest, the Valkyrie Aston Martin. This thing does not look like a road legal car. It doesn't even look like a real car. It looks like it's straight out of a video game, one of those like Vision GT Gran Turismo things, but this is a real car that you can buy. Someone did buy, and someone is driving right here at Spanish Bay. The flake in the paint is absolutely crazy. Green with like a bit of a tint of blue, but so nice. And the cabin is so much narrower than the car itself. I mean, there's so much more room here and here that the cabin just narrows down. Koenigsegg HH. So here we have the Aventador Ultimate Roadster, one of 250, the final variation of the Lamborghini Aventador. Might be my favorite. A lot cleaner in my opinion than an SVJ. Next to that is this full carbon body Pagani Huayra Roadster with the blue carbon accents. This car's pretty much here every year in the parking lot, but probably so far my favorite I'm seeing in this parking lot is this Koenigsegg, the older one. I think it's manual, full carbon body. I love these things. Okay, 2 seconds before we go in, I see a bunch of crazy stuff right there, so let's quickly go take a look at that. So a ton of colors here because a ton of supercars, but we got the Exiges, all that. Kind of interesting, but before we run in, of course, the Chiron Power Sport, the orange one, the Canadian one, even though it's on Florida plates. Very cool right here. And then 2 more cars worth a mention here are this green P1 and the matte blue Veyron 16.4. Very, very nice on HREs. Not a bad lineup. So the Mirage GT Gambala, one of I think 25 cars ever made. Next to that is this 918. We saw this either this year or last year at Cavallino weekend in Palm Beach. It was blue back then, with the roof scoop kind of matching the Carrera GT. And we have one Koenigsegg in full exposed carbon and another one right next to it, Agera RS's. Awesome lineup right here at the front. Then the CLK DTM convertible that we saw a few days ago, SLR 722, one of 150 ever made. Here we have this awesome looking orange Carrera GT. I think this specific one might have been up for auction in 2019 or 2021 here in Monterey Car Week. Then a Singer, the Wyra BC, and next to that are a black 918 Spider with the Y-Sack package, and this awesome looking silver LaFerrari with the FXXK wheels, black roof, very clean spec, and then the orange LF8, the only one in the world with fog lights. Very good lineup here outside of Quail. So welcome to one of the most important booths of every year's Quail. Here is the Koenigsegg booth. We have the new Gamera that now has changed its power plant from a 3-cylinder to a V8, and I think it went from like 1750 horsepower to 2300 horsepower out of a 4-seater hypercar. Absolutely wild. So here's the new Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. This is one that they just released for Quail. So this just came out today. This is the first day we get to see it. It's this gold color that kind of phases into the black with carbon fiber that honestly has a bit of a gold flake to it. Obviously the Super Sport is a little bit longer. So if you guys watch the rest of the Car Week vlogs, we actually saw this car driving on 17 Mile about 2 days ago, I think. This is the Mistral, one of 99 roadster versions, kind of based off the Devo platform. But you know, this is the last potentially fully gas powered Bugatti. This is going to be a very, very important car. They're all already sold out. What a cool looking car. Looks completely different than the Chiron. Paint the sample dog to the Mistral, almost the same color. Okay, so we're at the Pagani booth now. We have the original, the Zonda S, the first one I think with the 7-liter, I believe. But yeah, what a cool looking car. You never see these early Zondas around. Everybody's 760ing them. So honestly, I like seeing a clean Zonda better than I like seeing a 760. So here's the successor to the Wyra, and something that definitely did not disappoint. This is the Pagani Utopia. It still has the signature 4 exhaust pipes in the back, but the cool thing about this is it's still got a V12. Not only does it still have a V12, but you can get this as a manual, whereas the Wyra did not have it. We had about a 10-year hiatus of the manual from the new Pagani models. Now it is back, and you can just get a brand new hypercar with a manual transmission and a V12 mid-engine. On the side of the booth, we have a pair of the track-only cars. I've never seen this specific one before. Green carbon Wyra R. The green carbon looks so freaking good with the green, with the gold wheels, the Italian flag accents, gold and red right here. Roof scoop looks incredible. These R's look so aggressive. And this is just a track-only car. You cannot drive it on the road. And of course, it's the Wyra R, but it all started right here with the Zonda R. We've seen these in the videos a ton before. Same thing, just scoops, aero, giant wings, all carbon fiber, not road legal at all. They sound insane. Last year, if you remember the vlogs, we saw these two with a white Wyra R driving on the track at Laguna Seca, and they sounded insane. The new electric Lambo driving just came out today. MC12 Corsa, what? Is the top off? Dude, the top's off. I didn't know the Corsa has a removable roof.
Neither did I, actually.
What? MC12 Corsa on the road. What the hell? That is freaking wild. MC12 Corsa, just like no big deal. And our friends. .599 GTO. Oh, one of my favorite cars this car week. Purple Diablo SC30. Oh, that is so good. That is so freaking good. So Car Week is really ramping up. You can just see cars literally everywhere. And in those cars, it's not just your regular sports cars, just some hypercars driving around. Crazy rare stuff, classics. So we're just gonna walk around Ocean Avenue for a little bit, which is kind of the main area of Monterey Car Week. See what drives by. There's gonna be some crazy stuff, people doing crazy stuff. Ton of people here, ton of cars. You can barely even find parking. So the craziness starts 765 LT Spider, but look at that. P1 in red, just parked up. You don't even notice. Crazy lineup right here. We got our buddy from Toronto in his chair on. 6x6. Another 6x6. Landole. Another 4x4 over there. What a crazy lineup. Red Aventador SV. Random Veyron in traffic. I think I have a thing with this Subway and Bugattis because last year we're eating at this Subway. Stradman's Bugatti drives through. 2 years ago, we're eating at the Subway. A Chiron drives through. Right now, we're about to walk into the Subway, and the Matte Blue Veyron drives through. Just casually being loaded onto the flatbed. The Ferrari F50, 349 ever made. I don't know if we saw this one this trip yet or not. Not sure which. Ooh, I know this is an ex-McLaren F1 owner's car. Very, very nice. So we were just debating on whether or not to film like the 959, the GTRs, and the F40 because we've seen them before. But then I saw out of the corner of my eye something very, very, very interesting right here. So like an hour ago, we saw Ferrari F50 outside, but this is no ordinary Ferrari F50. This is one of 4 black Ferrari F50s ever made. We only really see it at Car Week. The owner actually drives the hell out of it when it's here. Saw it last year, and I'm so happy to see it again. The black Ferrari F50, one of 4. Such a sick car. So right after the black Ferrari F50, the one of 4, there's a random matte blue. We saw this today in the Quail parking lot, but the matte blue 16.4 Veyron. This one has the HRE wheels, which kind of makes me think this matte blue is probably a wrap. But regardless, pretty clean 16.4. It's got the cream seats with the two-tone dark blue. Very nice early car with early headlights, probably a 2008. Still aging amazing and properly parked in race mode, wing up, car lowered. Love Ferrari. Which one is it? I think it's the silver one.
Oh, probably. Oh, P1.
Oh, P1. Love Ferrari. P1. What? Huh. Welcome to Car Week. We spun a love Ferrari and you see a P1. It's Saturday morning and today's probably the day where most cars are driving around. It's usually like the craziest day for just driving around, not too many events. Behind us is the first spot of the day, Lamborghini Countach 5000S. Yeah, let's take a little look around everything. But yeah, we saw this white roadster in the last video at Quail parking lot. It's carbon with the blue carbon roadster, very nice. But straight from the UK, Alex Penfold's GT4. I shipped my GT4 from Toronto, but that's nothing compared to shipping from the UK. Right-hand drive GT4 with 92,000 miles. Then we have the one of 250, the final edition of the Aventador, the Ultimate Roadster. Then 2 of 2007's pretty much best, the SLR and the Murcielago LP 640. Koenigsegg CCXR, probably my favorite one. They're so cool. They're so much more raw than the new ones. The interior is so sick with this gigantic manual shifter. Looks freaking crazy. Then the Agera HH, which used to be blue. So the CC850, the first ever manual and automatic supercar. Crazy, it's the same one we saw last year. This car is fully drivable, and it kind of was as soon as it came out, which is pretty impressive. Then we saw the Jesko yesterday at Quail. Very nice in this blue. This is the attack version with the big wing. Then this full carbon Agera RS with, you know, so many extra details, but literally everything is carbon. The wheels, the roof, the mirrors, everything. But look at this extra aero that this one has. Looks insane. We saw this one as well yesterday at the Quail parking lot. What a cool looking car. Then behind that is the world record Agera RS, the one that did the 277 miles an hour run. Very cool to see it here. Another white Regera with the blue accents, all blue carbon, of course. Very nice. Regera right here. 40th anniversary Murcielago. So nice. One of 50 ever made. Probably the wildest looking car here is the Valkyrie, of course, but we've seen this almost every day this week. Then the 177 right behind it, and another Agera RS behind that. Very cool. This one's all carbon fiber with these gold accents all around. Behind that is another Agera RS. So cool. So many carbon body cars, which honestly, in my opinion, makes the colored cars look a little bit cooler and more rare. Then another one right here, again, all carbon. And this car you guys might remember because probably about 2 years ago, I think we filmed it. We went to Ottawa to inspect this car for the current buyer. What a cool car, originally a Canadian car, and now we're seeing it again. Good spec, dark red. We actually rode in this car probably about 1.5 years ago as well. We are now at the DK engineering house where, as you can see behind me, there's a fair amount of cars. So let's go take a look at what's here, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Last year there was 6 Ferrari F50s here. This year there's a lot more variety. So 918 Spider in liquid silver. And across from that is actually a Canadian car, the Singer DLS. So I'm actually surprised we've never seen this in Canada, but here it is in Monterey, along with this Alfa Romeo right here. Then SF90 Spider, and a few more cars rolling in right now. So we have a white and blue McLaren Senna. We saw this a few times, the strip already. Across from that is a Ferrari 275. Very nice right here. A few more cars behind it, but let's take a look at this US spec Ferrari F40 that just pulled in. Then on the other side is a Ferrari F50 right here with another one parking right now as we speak. Not bad. Here is a silver LaFerrari I've been seeing driving around all week pretty much. Then there's this roof 997. I think it's an RGT, but I'm not too sure. Let's see. Yeah, the silver LaFerrari right here. And behind it is the Zonda F and the LaFerrari Aperta that we saw a few days ago on 17 Mile Drive. Then next to the GTO is a car that I really wanted to see. It's the new A12 Comp Aperta. So cool in this like military color shift green, tan interior. What a good spec. But yeah, I just really wanted to see this open top A12 Comp. I think they look sick. The interior on this one is incredible. So here there's a few new cars. LaFerrari Aperta next to a regular LaFerrari, which is I think the last LaFerrari made. And then this Enzo right here. So the white on white Countach, the white interior, kind of like an old school, those 25th anniversaries, those 5000 S's that were just all white. This one is exactly the same. Then the LFA Nürburgring edition, the Sabre and the Senna. And on the other side is the MC12 Corsa that we saw yesterday with the top off. Absolutely crazy. They're just driving it around. So we just ran back to this Ferrari lot because the two SF90 XXs just got unloaded here, the Coupe and the Spider. Very cool color combinations. I don't think I've even looked at the pictures of these yet. I haven't really had time since they came out, but man, these are pretty crazy and pretty aggressive. So lady driven Ferrari F50, that's badass. And then this 599 S Aperta, goddamn. Okay, so first we got the Coupe, and then we have the Spider with the top down. Scuderia 16M S Aperta. Cool. Another S Aperta. And the GTO. A12 Comp Aperta. A12 Comp Coupe. So 675 LT right here with a GT3 right next to it, but this is not a 675 LT. This is 688 HS, one of only 25 made. Very nice. So just when you think Car Week is already pretty good, pretty much the best car that could have possibly showed up has arrived. That is a 1 of 6, or realistically a 1 of 3 that's not, you know, make a 1 of 2 that's not in a private collection that will never be sold. McLaren F1 LM, the 1 or 2 that would ever really be seen out in the wild. What a crazy car. Only 6 made. 3 of them are to the Sultan of Brunei. 1 of them is owned by McLaren, 1 by Ralph Lauren, and then this is the last one, and it's here. So crazy. So I guess all the Pagani showed up. We have a Wyra BC. Wyra, this is what used to be the press car. It's a regular Wyra with like all the wings and stuff added to it. Wire BC Roadster, Wire Roadster, this orange Wire Roadster, the yellow Wire Roadster. A lot of these cars we're actually going to see next weekend. So if you're not subscribed, stay subscribed, because we're going to see a bigger Pagani lineup than this next weekend. But yeah, the Roadster, the Coupe, these two we're guaranteed going to see next weekend. This matte black Roadster looks so good with the white interior. This one as well, the Roadster BC with the roof scoop and everything. This one is the one we saw at Quail. Black F50. So here we have some Urises, V12, S680 Maybach, GT500, and Schmee's Zenvo. Now, we're gonna go do a video with him in a few minutes on this car. I'm gonna put that as a separate video, not a part of this vlog, because it's gonna get way too long. But we're gonna go do some stuff with him. But for now, here's this car, amazing in this purple with these green little accents. The roof scoop's really cool. I honestly don't know much about this car, so I'll have him kind of tell us about it.
Drove past Spanish Bay.
Yeah, like
Nobody here. We pulled in, and everyone pulled in behind. You have to think about that, because if I stopped on the main road and there's nowhere for people to stop, all of a sudden it's carnage.
Yeah, it's a traffic jam.
Create a roadblock, not intentionally.
Countach. So definitely the coolest car of all car week is right here in front of us. This is the McLaren F1 LM. Only 6 of them ever made, but out of those 6, in shows like this, maybe out in the public even, only 2 of them might get seen, because 3 of them went to the Sultan of Brunei, then 1 of them is at the factory, 1 of them is owned by Ralph Lauren, and then this one is the 6th one. So speaking of the F1 LM that's just over there, here's a regular production McLaren F1, one of 64 road cars. This one was actually sold here 2 years ago with 300 miles, I believe, on, or 300 kilometers. Pretty much a brand new car, original tires, original everything. Sold for just under $20 million. So if this one out of 64 is $20 million, I'd say that one right there, 40, 50, who knows? But realistically, we might never see an F1 LM get sold. So might never know, but man, these cars are so special. You know, it's a big deal every time you see any McLaren F1, regardless if it's a GTR, a road car, an LM. You just never see them. They're all in private collections. They're all so good. They, you know, 240 miles an hour in the 1990s out of a naturally aspirated car. The mid driver location, the center seat, 2 seats beside you, so it's a 3-seater. This car is so good, and honestly, I feel like if you're not a car enthusiast, you see this on the road, you might think it's something cool, but you won't understand how cool it really is. So one more time talking about the McLaren F1, this is the F1 GTR Longtail. We saw it driving around on the Pebble Rally. We saw it 4 years ago. We saw it parked up, so we've seen this car quite a bit, but what a rare car, what a crazy car, way more aggressive than the road car. Obviously, this one is a track only, not road legal, but man, they're so crazy with the longer tail on this one. And then literally you can kind of see the F1 LM still there and the regular one after that. So having 3 McLaren F1s in one place is definitely a special. Yeah, let's see if this is the last little bit. We're just trying to go home, but Bugatti Chiron right here with an Aston Martin DB11 and the CLK DTM right over there. What is this thing though? Is it like a concept or is it a production car? The first Hypercar spot of Car Week this year, green Wire BC. Looks like it has brown carbon. Pretty sick. So some of the stuff on display for RM Sotheby's, matte black Chiron. And this I really wanted to see. This car came out of nowhere. Nobody's ever even seen a photo of it. And suddenly it popped up for auction. Blue seats, like, I don't know if it's made by Ferrari or made by somebody else, but like a Nardo Gray F40, I forgot what they called it, but this is a really cool like project car. Okay, so looking in the basement, 288 GTO, and then the 992 Sally, like the cars, one from the movie Cars. 300 SL over there. Porsche 550, Miura. Pretty sick. It's over here. Daytona, silver one. Hold it. The getaway of getting lighting at low light. Yellow Enzo. Turn around, I want to show the F50. Nice, nice. Okay, let's go. Walk with me, walk with me. We're gonna walk through the cars, okay? Feel like it's 10 a.m., okay?
I want to replicate sun.
I want to replicate a fire.
Alex?
Actually, not. Yo. Where's my phone?
Yeah, I can dual wield this.
Hold it exactly the way it is, okay?
Like,
where's my phone?
right there.
Hey. day. Love Ferrari and a Chiron Pure Sport. What a dick. On an electric bike too. Just don't stop for this guy. There's nothing better to do.
I like the chrome wheels.
Yeah, I didn't even know a roadster version of this thing existed. I barely knew the thing existed, but pretty cool chrome wheels, blue, red accents. The seats are sick. Steering wheel is pretty cool. I actually like the roadster a lot more than the coupe. I didn't know this was a thing. Pretty cool. Pista number 1, pista number 2. That's so cool, right on the ocean. Sick duo. Five mans deep shooting in a minivan. Let's go. Oh my god. Got one out the door, 4 in the trunk. Gotta get the shots. Gotta get the shots. So there's Harley Quinn edition Volkswagen, and then there is this supposed Volkswagen R8 Harley Quinn, every panel in a different color. So sick. Aston Martin 177. I wonder if it's broken. Sick GT2 RS, light blue. I think it might be golf blue, but I'm not too sure. But the sickest part of this one is the inserts. Also, magnesium wheels, but then if you look in the background, P1 HDK. P1 HDK. So kind of like the regular interior on the P1, so you don't, like, it's still usable, but you get like almost like a GTR exterior. Significantly more aggressive than the regular road car. This thing looks so good. Ferrari 296, then SF90 Fiorano package and an SF90 Spider. Gallardo Performante 40, yeah.
And Chiron, damn.
Yeah. Cool. Huge crowd around here. De Tomaso. They brought a Chiron Pure Sport here. Green 512 BBI. And an F40. That's a decent lineup. And then the YRBC again. Heritage 4 GT. Burgundy Jag XG220. One of my favorite cars. This thing is so underrated. Estimate at 450 to 550,000 is an absolute steal. These cars have to go up to the millions soon. There's no way they won't. But next to it, another very, very special car. One of 20 Lamborghini Reventon. Estimate for this one is 175 to 2 million. I feel like they've been at around the same price forever. And like, again, they're so rare and everybody now loves Lambos. Obviously, these have to go up at some point soon. Okay, so probably the best car that's going to be at Car Week is this. McLaren F1 HDK, but this is the only one with these unique headlights. Very cool in silver. So the car is actually going up for sale on RM, on an online auction. This one's not running on the regular auction. Crazy, like a red interior to it. Obviously the 3-seater layout of the McLaren F1, you know, this thing's probably going to sell for 20-25 million. It's crazy to be around one of these cars. This is definitely the greatest car ever made. I love these cars, they're so cool. Okay, first car worth running for this car week. Black F50, holy shit. This is sick as fuck. One of, I think, 4 black F50s ever made. Holy shit, we just saw this out of the parking lot. F12 TDF in blue, gold wheels, so cool. Lexus LFA, fuck, that's so sick. Silver LFA. I think we saw potentially the same one parked at the same place like 3 years ago. CGT, uphill on a stop sign, not ideal. Sick car. And Countach as well. Yellow Ford GT just randomly parked across from the 177. Car Week's really ramping up now. Pretty much staying in one spot in non-stop cars. Double P1, what? So fucking random. Yeah, I feel like we see these two every year, but yeah, still super cool. Orange and yellow. Wire Roadster. Sick. So yeah, yellow LaFerrari Aperta, not bad. I think this might be the first LaFerrari Aperta of Car Week. You can tell them obviously the roof's a little bit different, and it has the 70th anniversary thing on the side. And this one also has the FXXK wheels. Oh. Dude, what the fuck is that? So black Veyron 16.4, blacked out, black rims, black everything. I don't know if this is the old Toronto car that was blacked out, but looks like it might be. And then here we got the green P1, green body color, not carbon, which is pretty sick. Okay, so yeah, here it is, Phil's F50. We saw this car in Toronto a lot before. Bugatti Veyron Vitesse, blue carbon two-tone with this like cream color, so cool. The owner of this used to have a McLaren F1 that he used to come here with all the time. He sold it and now he came with this. Red here on Pro Sports, we saw this one a few days ago, and a covered McLaren Elva right beside it. Ferrari F50. Thing sounds crazy. The F1 GTR. This one is like the shorter one. I actually like them more than the long tail, even though I think the long tails are more valuable. But it looks so good because I like this because it looks a lot more like the road car than the long tails do. But yeah, so sick. Veyron Vitesse, let's go. So sick. Oh, yo. Fuck me. 456, the wagon one. Right hand drive. Sick. Okay, so this morning went for a ride in, I think it was one of these F50s. So red F50, another red F50, black F50, and another red F50. And next to them, P1 HDK. This is amazing. Get ready for your 10-second car. Whoa.
That's funny.
That is incredible. Ten-second car right there, ladies and gentlemen. Silver P1.
Sick plates.
Sick plates. Texas plate P1. SL Roadster. I don't know where it came from, but the Pontiac Aztek is kind of blocking it. But one sec, there's gonna be a hill and you're gonna see it, and boom, LaFerrari right there. True. Ontario plates on the LaFerrari. Okay, let's go. What? Okay, I really didn't care about this LaFerrari, but Ontario plates is fucking sick. And that's awesome. Toronto LaFerrari. Sick. Is he coming in here as well? Oh no, I don't think so. Oh yeah, let's go. P1 as well. That is sick. Very cool. 16M F430, and everywhere we go, can't ever be surprised. There's a million of these. Silver 300 SL Gullwing, F12 TDF. I was just in the parking lot standing down there, saw the top of it, so just jumped up on here so I can get a video of it. It's pretty sick. Bugatti Chiron. That is cool. This LRB. Koenigsegg Regera. Out in the wild. Parked on a red carpet though. I do wonder how these drive.
Are you vault-mounting too?
Chiron Pro Sport, Sabre, BC Roadster, another Pro Sport. Alpha 8C. And just spotted James. And a GT3 RS. Koenigsegg Agera RS. And a CCX. Oh, and a Regera. Holy shit. Yo, that's probably real. Historical plates on the GT40, I think that might be real. And a green Mulsanne, but yo, good chance that's real. Bugatti Chiron, just casually, and a blue Dino. Roof over there. Sorry for the wind noise, but ooh, black F50's right there. SF90, oh, the Brunei 456 wagon. Sick. So walking into the Quail 765, whatever, but what really caught my eyes is green SLS Black Series. Wild. Definitely a wrap. I don't think it's paint, but another SLS there. Just a ton of cars here. 4 GT, another 765, GT3 RS. Crazy. Before we go in, I have never seen a white F40 before. BBS wheels, red interior. Then we saw the P1 HDK already before. Of course, the F50, the GT2 RS, but man, white F40, this is badass. Now, in a dark corner, we find the last ever numbered Ferrari 550 Barchetta, gated manual, open top, one of 448 made, and this will actually tell you what number car you have. Ferrari 550 Barchetta, so sick. So nice to find one of these cars. And here we have the cream on purple Veyron 16.4. It's got these newer looking wheels. I'm not sure if they're original Bugatti wheels or not, but it has the new headlights. Very cool spec. And this car's actually from Canada.
With the roof box, damn.
Yo, Chiron with a roof box, P1. What? Chiron with a fucking roof box. Let's go.
That's sick.
Crazy lineup. One F50, two F50, yellow F40, and red F40, another F50 in yellow, another F50, and two Enzos as well. Crazy. So now we got. You know what? Can you please narrate my YouTube video? I want you to walk through the cars and just please. I need your voice in my video.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're with 6 F50s. Originally 5, but we have a different color. How do you feel about that, Roy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Do we approve him?
It's pretty cool. Not to mention the massive amount of crowd here that's taking away from all the wonderful photos that could potentially be
I think you need
within it. Oh, you're right. Here, Vamonos. Let's go. Hey, man.
What's going on?
The station wagon. One of a kind in Ferrari's world. Look at that with a Montana plate, because it's tax-free. And what's your opinion on this, Roy?
My opinion is that I need you for every video I ever make.
I could do that.
Let's do it.
Here is a dog. Wow. Anyways, here you go, Roy. I'm going to hand this back to you as I continue my
gentlemen,
adventures. We're about to get ran over by a car right now.
Before we do, this is the best voice in the world.
Oh, thanks, man. I try.
You try.
Here comes the car.
McLaren P1. I think this is like the. This is carbon or. I can't.
Carbon,
I think
yeah,
the brown carbon.
That's cool.
Silver P1. F12. F8. But then white F12 TDF. Pretty sick. And Saber's leaving. Piece of Spider. TDF. CLK Black Series. I don't think I've ever actually been up close to one of these. Very cool. Yeah, no rear seats. So sick.
It's like we're saying they remake like old like Ferraris, Bugattis from the 30s.
Such a cool car.
Make them like
That's true.
Crazy color on this thing. Zach, what's the name of the color?
I don't know.
It's blue.
Something opaco.
Yeah. Flugplatz blue opaco.
There you go.
Credit first.
Winning auto courtesy.
Winning Auto, the king of Atlanta. Back crazy. Also the seat inserts, I don't know if it's like custom for this car or if Porsche has got it. But like it looks like it's a bit of a different seat. Very cool. When you pull in here and you say, oh, there's nothing here, but you're just so used to Car Week that a Chiron, 2 SF90s, a 300 SL, Phantom drop it just don't matter anymore. Okay, so the cars I was talking about that were not here before are the P1 GT and the P1 GTR, orange and black. We saw these in LA. I didn't even realize the cars are here, and then we walk out the parking lot and they're parked right there. So that's why you gotta always check every parking lot in Monterey. But next to that, we are in Monterey, and this is a Monterey Edition Diablo SV. You can tell the Monterey Edition cars because of the chrome wheels. They made, I believe, 30 cars in different colors for each car. And it also says on the headrest, Monterey Edition. So cool. perfect place to see it. So one of my favorite cars is the 997 GT3 RS right here. Also, by the way, gotta say, crazy spec with the blue wheels and the gray. Looks incredible, sticks out a lot. But I don't know if you guys have noticed in my videos this week, there's been a weird amount of them here. And to show that, let me show you something. So we're here, we're gonna go walk around that corner and you're gonna see something pretty cool. So like I said, we just walked 30 seconds around the corner and there's another one in a more weird, unique spec. This one has like a mint color wheel, mint color everything, but what I just noticed is, if you guys watch my videos from last year, there was one that had pink wheels and pink accents, and I think this is the same car because it has the same interior and the same wooden gear shifter. So I don't think these are original from factory, because I think this is the car that last year was with the pink accents. So we're at Subway and on a truck outside. What is that? Ooh, Noble. F430 and a Noble. Okay, so Bugatti Chiron. Oh, 918. Okay. Yeah. Yep. CLK Black Series, let's go. Potentially last spot of Car Week, maybe. Carrera GT and a Singer. Coming to the end of Car Week, everything is very quiet now, but McLaren Senna's still here. Okay, so we're driving back from Car Week, like Car Week's over for us, and fucking yellow F40 on a trailer just driving with us. What the fuck? Holy shit, we just walked in. Black on tan. I think big improvement over the old one. Yeah, I think it looks aggressive.
I like the exhaust too.
All the Ferraris here that came out are the same spec pretty much, except for the Lusso. Red with silver wheels, and so is the Super America.
And another F40. Cool.
That's a 6-shot. Yeah, so we saw this Elva in LA, at the back here, and also the Senna GTR.
I don't think that's a Senna. I bet it's. I think it's like a 765 LT.
Yeah, when it was in Toronto, I was like, so what's the harness? It's 800 plus. I like it, it's lighter.
It's a Ford. They're
An orange Ford GT. Almost looks like Rosso Dino. Maybe it is.
It's
Wow.
Have we ruled out Lamborghini?
It's a Ford GT.
Have we ruled out?
No, I have not ruled.
Stripe plus.
So,
I like the red part.
so my friend that's
Carbon wheels.
that's a manufacturer.
Nice spec. Nice spec. Don't think I've ever even seen a picture of this one before.
I don't like the carbon wheels.
Alright guys, so we're always taking pictures of that SL, so you've been hijacked. We're going for a little walk. This is the start of the show right here. The trailer. What is just wild about Car Week is the volume of car carriers here. And we have no idea what is in them all.
I cannot get over how cool this thing is. It's like a barn find. Like the interior's got like it's turning yellow, rips in the interior. Oh, it's so cool. Rough spots. This wheel's kind of good. Man, you got a deep scratch right here. I mean, this is like a car that got abandoned when they weren't appreciated. And I love that they kept it in that shape. This is incredible. Honestly, I think this is my favorite car I've seen so far in Car Week. I can't stop taking photos of this. Just detail shots of all like the little rust spots, the paint chipping away. This is awesome. So this is my first time seeing Senna LM. It's kind of just tucked away here in the corner. 1 to 10, I believe. It's got kind of same color as the F1 LM, the pie orange. Same wheels as the F1 LM, actually. Some cool, you know, little parts to tribute the F1 LM. Only 10 of these are ever being made. I believe 5 are coming to North America, none to Canada, so they're all going to be in the US. Yeah, it's got some cool little details like the painted parts around the headlights, louvers here, painted door, like I said, the glasses, like that painted panel, orange interior. Super cool. Okay, so pretty much highlighted Car Weeks right here. 200-mile McLaren F1. They're saying the estimates are like 15 to 17 million, I think. I think this thing's gonna sell for over 20, and this thing is so nice. And only 200 miles on it. Kind of like a brownish, grayish color. Tan interior. This thing's so sick. And yeah, the shear on it's always here. This looks awesome. So the car everybody was trying to see kind of the whole week. The Sterling Moss. Just abandoned at the Pebble Beach parking lot. I know, fuck. Green interior. Oh, 2 helmets. That's sick. Tiny windshield. Oh, sorry. The helmets are cool. This is awesome.
Should I get my story with you?
Yeah.
And so we're on the display of the RM auction. Either today or tomorrow we'll probably go inside and see some more cars, but outside they have the XJ220, EV110 Super Sports, Koenigsegg CCX. This is on the R, which I don't believe is for sale, but it's on display there. And then we'll go check out some of the cars on the other side. Silver Countach. Oh, it's the Countach Rally. auction house because we were told there's a P1 down the street. We get here and there's no P1, but there is a blue 4GT on HREs. Pretty sick. Really like this color. Cool. We pretty much have, up to the A12, we have a whole lineup of gated manual Ferraris. I think the only really rare, newer gated manual Ferrari that we're missing here will be a California, but those are so rare that I don't even think there's one in North America. I think there's 2 or 3 total ever made. This is so cool. I don't think I've ever seen 612 manual. I've seen a few 599s, obviously Barchettas, and I've seen one other manual 575 Super America. Scuderia.
Steel brakes.
Steel brakes. Gotta save some money. Yeah, white on blue Senna with a white AMG GT Black Series. Don't think I've ever seen a Black Series before. Pretty sick. Okay, so if you kind of want a summary of what Car Week is, there's GT4, 355, something else on their cover, and LFA. But we're ignoring all of that. We're even ignoring the LFA right here. There's a roof, yellow board right here, and a CTR3 right there. So an LFA doesn't even matter anymore. This is nuts. Look at the interior. This is really cool. P1. Pretty sick. Fuck yeah. So, went for lunch and I had to park next to Sparky's Koenigsegg.
Like later, and wait for stuff to roll out.
And the rest of the cars are kind of further down there, so we'll go see them after. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go have lunch here. The green P1, Saber. Ooh, the Gambala's here. P1 just pulled up and parked next to this P1, and it's Diablo GT here. So yes, we had a little bit of a argument about how many P1s are around before Car Week, and the number that I agreed with Zach and Tyler that I need to see, because they said there's not a lot of them, is 13 during the strip. This one is number 6, and I heard there's quite a few more around, so I don't know if we'll be able to get to the 13, but let's see if we can get to 13. Slot right now is pretty packed. You know, G-Wagon stuff, McLaren GT, next to a 4GT, next to a Phantom for a nice size comparison. And Lamborghini Urus, 720S, 600 LT. Huracan Evo. Oh, they took the cover off the matte black wire, huh? So we got a matte black wire Roadster here. Pretty cool spec. It's got like a white interior. So a GT3 Touring over there. So, wide interior. This is so nice. I saw this car Week about 2 years ago, I think. Over there we got an SF90 and a 765 LT. New flying spur, Urus. It's the regular stuff. And all the Paganis here. And we got the Zonda that just got here at the very end. We actually have two press cars in this lineup. We have the Roadster BC. And this used to be, I don't know if it's still a press car, but this used to be the Wire press car. But here we have a Zonda C12S Roadster. Super cool car, very clean, original. Didn't get 760'd, which I much prefer the older look to the new 760s that are done. I think these are going to be a lot more valuable in the future. This is kind of cool. I don't know. It's kind of like a Barchetta style AMG GTR F12. Yeah, Barchetta style AMG GTR. I don't really know anything about this car. I don't think it's done for Mercedes, but it's the guy that actually designed stuff for Mercedes, is what I was told. Super cool, like low windshield. Almost like a Sterling Moss type car. Solar beam yellow. Pretty cool. Never heard of this. About to go back out and shoot. And 300 SL Roadster. Oh, that's me! That's cool. Okay, so at the end of Spanish Bay, white LaFerrari Aperta. So cool. Then also the Driven Exotic 720, their Huracan thing, the Countach there. Well, LaFerrari Aperta, this thing's sick. So nice. Bianco Fuji. Senna GTR is coming right now. Shit.
Look at the sun.
GT. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. And a P1 is probably the same one from yesterday. M6. Yeah. Some late Monterey. McLaren F1. I don't know. So random. I realized did so many illegal things to catch up to this car, it's not even funny. Oh my god! Oh my god, you hear that? Oh shit! Oh my god, what the fuck? So, pretty good lineup. We saw LaFerrari and stuff yesterday. Today TDF joined, 720S, SF90, my TDF super nice. Then on this side we have a Quattro valve Countach. Red car, gold wheels. Very, very, very nice spec. TDF specs really, really cool. We got some other cars here. Pretty cool. And so here we have the Selena 7 twin turbo. Very, very rare. New Ford GT. Red LaFerrari with a red painted roof is really, really cool. I don't see any carbon in this car.
Especially in the transportation world.
This might be the first LaFerrari I've ever seen with no carbon. Damn, that's awesome. Some carbon on the interior, but nothing on the outside. 3 to 3.5. Yeah. Centenario Roadster. Expecting 2 to 2.5. Blue interior. Very cool spec. Ferraris. 458 Spider. Heritage 4GT. The new 4GT. And a 3-option tungsten gray 4GT. I guess these ones are already sold. Very cool. Very nice stuff in this room. So let's see what's here. First one, anniversary edition Chiron. Monterey and 355, whatever. Oh, nice. LaFerrari and a Gara RS.
Got it. Same, like this park, man.
Yeah, let's look around and park over. 599. Roma GT3. Just casual car week parking. The Veyron is, the Chiron's right over there. LaFerrari here, and a few spots over is a Koenigsegg. And then I believe that green Aventador SV is the last one ever made. And then there's Aventador S, 720 or 765. Or is it 765 or 720? Whatever it is. But yeah, Koenigsegg. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So here is the best spot of the day, most likely. 177. First like one outside of an auto show that I've ever seen. So rare. There's barely any of them in North America. It's more like a Dubai, London car. Pretty cool. Cars. So I got to Aston Martin, then down there there's an Alpha 8C. I don't know if you can see it from here. That's right there. So cool, so high up. I mean, this is pretty much what a modern Safari would look like, but with the 959 twist to it. Oh, you stalled it? Oh, you just stalled it. Oh, is it not starting? to it. It's very wide, like, yeah, it's very different from any other Aston Martin. Bigger engine, 7.3, I believe. Now we have the Alfa there. Salina 7, manual 599, manual 575 Super America, manual alligator skin 430, F50, 612, and F60 America. F60 America is so sick. Manual white 612, 550 Barchetta. Then all the way at the end there, I just noticed 599 SC Aperta next to a black CGT. While we were walking in the parking lot, someone pulled out the 177. Pretty cool. So other than 4.0 is the coolest way to get a 997 GT3 RS. Everything is pink, obviously other than the body color. Wheel stickers, badges, everything, even the inserts on the seats. It's pretty cool. I really like this actually. Literally around the corner from the pink 997 GT3 RS, we found a Ruby Stone Red, which is basically pink, 991 GT3 Touring. So sick, and there's a Heritage Targa right behind it. And another old 911. That is so cool.
What is the SF2? Old Bentley or something? Yeah. SF90, a bunch of fluff Ferrari. Oh, P1! We haven't seen this one yet. Or is it 2? What the hell? Okay then. Not bad.
Whoa, 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 where did that come from?
Oh, that's so sick.
Dude, are you kidding me?
It's close enough, right?
You had that in your pocket?
Yeah. What?
Dude, this guy's got a fucking orange GT in his pocket. That's insane.
He also knows where you sleep.
Huh?
Oh my god,
What
that's
the-
hilarious.
Can I?
Yeah.
There's unlimited Monzas, a few SP1s even. Here's another SP1. Another SP1. 250 California. The yellow Enzo's right here. 575 Super America. Just an insane amount of Monzas. I think it's like 30 something. Another SP1, another SP1, another SP1.
I want to see where this.
50.
Look at this full length umbrella.
288 and F40. Insane.
And that thing's wild.
F60 from Ferrari of Ontario. This is like the actual launch spec. Very cool. I've seen this car before in Toronto, but I didn't realize how to paint the panels. That's my first time seeing a Sergio. Very cool. Very cool.
cool. Sergio in silver. I've never seen Sergio at all. Very cool.
Yeah, I think now.
Found the F1 again. So sick. So cool.
94 McLaren F1. Where to now? Doesn't say if anything is in the parking lot. We can go back.
Yeah, it's something. Scuffs it, it won't scuff carbon.
You usually see like a little rubber lip.
Do the drive-through and then
Yeah. Dude, look at the little like freaking seat, and then look
Dude,
at.
do you guys know if there's any balloons?
But look at like all the buttons, like
So mysterious French cars.
Yeah, so we randomly bumped into our Connecticut friends and we decided to set up a little shoot. So we got the Sabre, the Gear RS or XS, and the Wire Roadster. We're going to see these cars next weekend as well in Connecticut. We're doing a little shoot here by the ocean. Yeah. 355, 812, 63. Is that a black kit or just a body kit?
looks like body
I think it's a body kit, yeah, a body kit. Oh, it's Jason. Jason. He's actually gonna hit me as a sad point. Anyhow. You do. Yeah, it's not good. Because we're not finding parking. Yo, E65. I don't know if that's a real thing, but if it is, it's gone. Oh shit, yo. Garage GT. Oh, TDF. Right, TDF. Of course, we're just going to a random parking lot, turn around. We just missed manual LP640, but of course there's a P1 in a random parking lot, you know, just car-y things. And an 911R. 300 SL. Chiron. Miata. Fuck yeah. And Mirage GT. I don't know if that's the one, I don't think that's the one we saw at Thing. Okay, so our hotel is like right there. We're about to come back just to go edit some videos and end the night. And then I get a call from Tyler, there's a Zonda at our hotel. And And there's a Zonda outside our fucking hotel. What? How is there randomly a Zonda? What the fuck? That's so sick. We'll probably see this car in Connecticut next weekend, but Zonda S, super cool. I cannot get over this interior.
No, because then...
Oh, the purple and white combination is perfect.
Oh, you're saving
all in it.
Oh, that's warm.
The paint and then X Factor.
This is a new A12 Competizione, kind of like the TDF GTO version of the A12.
Yeah, if you want to replace the bumper, it's on back.
I want to see the best part at the back end, these louvers right here. Very, very aggressive back end, no window at all. I actually do really like this car a lot better than the TDF. Maybe not as much as the GTO, but really, really cool car. So I guess the 177, yeah, I guess the 177 was the last leap of Car Week, finishing it off pretty well with the CLK GTR. Definitely a good way to end the week. Very, very cool. Huge car, super aggressive, so much overhang.
You answered?
25 ever made, super rare. I just remembered I saw this TDF at Spanish Bay. It has a really cool blue carbon door handles, blue carbon accents. You know it's Car Week when you completely forget that you saw TDF. Also very Car Week, we walk around the corner and there's a ditched Porsche 959. Very casual. From inside Subway. We got a little Chiron over here. Pretty cool. Casual Car Week things.
It's the same one we saw at the gas station.
No.